Plato's teachings have shaped the very foundation of Western thought, and among his many contributions, his theory of the tripartite soul stands as a beacon of insight into human nature. Plato was born around 427 BC in Athens, Greece, during a time of political turmoil. He came from a noble family, with his father tracing lineage to the last king of Athens, and his mother descending from the lawmaker Solon. Plato's early education was typical of a young aristocrat, yet it was his encounter with Socrates that would ignite his philosophical spark. Plato became a devoted disciple of Socrates, captivated by his method of questioning the world and its underlying truths. Socrates' execution in 399 BC profoundly affected Plato, driving him to write and to establish the Academy, the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. Here, Plato nurtured minds that would carry forward his legacy, most notably Aristotle. The theory of the tripartite soul. At the heart of Plato's philosophy lies his theory of the tripartite soul, a profound exploration of what makes us truly human. Plato believed that the soul was divided into three distinct parts: the rational, the spirited, and the appetitive. The rational soul. This is the seat of reason, the part that seeks truth and wisdom. Plato saw it as the highest aspect of the soul, guiding us toward knowledge and understanding. It is here that we find the capacity for philosophy and the contemplation of the eternal forms, the ideal, unchanging realities that lie behind the physical world. The spirited soul. The spirited part of the soul is the source of our emotions, particularly those that drive us to action, courage, anger, and a sense of honor. This aspect of the soul is crucial for the protection and defense of justice, both within ourselves and within society. The appetitive soul. The appetitive part is the most primal, governing our basic desires and instincts, such as hunger, thirst, and sexual urges. It is concerned with the pleasures of the body and the satisfaction of material needs. Plato believed that the well-being of the individual and society depends on the harmony between these three parts. The rational soul must govern, aided by the spirited soul, while the appetitive soul must be kept in check. This harmony within the soul mirrors Plato's ideal society, where philosophers rule, warriors defend, and producers provide. In his dialogue, The Republic, Plato illustrates this theory through the allegory of the chariot. The soul is likened to a charioteer, the rational part, trying to control two horses, one noble and spirited, the other base and appetitive. The charioteer's task is to guide the chariot to the heavens, representing the pursuit of truth and goodness. However, if the horses are not kept in balance, the chariot veers off course. Plato's beliefs and teachings. Plato's vision was not limited to the individual soul, but extended to his belief in the philosopher king, the ideal ruler who possesses both wisdom and moral integrity. In his view, only those who truly understand the nature of reality and the forms should lead society. This belief was rooted in his conviction that true insight is generated in the soul, where reason and understanding take precedence over mere opinion. Plato's teachings also touched upon the immortality of the soul. He believed that the soul existed before birth and would continue after death, undergoing a cycle of reincarnations until it achieves perfect knowledge and unity with the divine. Plato's works are filled with profound insights that resonate across time. Consider his reflection: the first and best victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. Here, Plato underscores the importance of mastering the appetitive and spirited parts of the soul to allow the rational part to flourish. In another passage, Plato writes, "The soul takes nothing with her to the next world but her education and her culture." This emphasizes the eternal value of wisdom and virtue, far beyond the fleeting pleasures of the material world. Plato's theory of the tripartite soul offers a timeless lens through which to understand ourselves and the world. It challenges us to seek balance within, to allow reason and wisdom to guide our lives, and to recognize that true insight, indeed, is generated in the soul. Philosophy is not merely an academic pursuit but a way of life, a journey toward truth, justice, and the ultimate harmony of the soul. Let us strive to keep our chariots on course, ever reaching for the heavens of wisdom and understanding. Thanks for listening. Nate.